good morning, my people. I had to come on this morning before I start my day because I am not a woman who is going to give you false information and hide behind an apology. So I want to send out an apology if anyone, I don't know if they'd ever see my post in Arizona. I have a cousin in Arizona who I am friends with. And I have a cousin in Arizona. I have a cousin in Arizona, and I have friends in Arizona. So I'm going to tag some people this morning because it's important just as much as it is to report information. Report information that is clear, honest, and does not give a preconception that you are trying to use anyone else to try to prove a point that for us I think needs no explanation. That post I posted came under a list when I just put in black men murdered without weapons. One of the things I always do, and I should have done it before, is to go and read something about the person. Because you don't want to make them just dead bodies. You want to see who they are. You got to humanize them. Because if not, people will forget and lose the point. So, Mr. Shavers was a father of two and a mother. He had a wife, two daughters, and he was an exterminator. So when I told you we're going to wear our own mask first, absolutely we are. But defunding the police, and I said stop with the semantics, Mr. Daniel Shavers, who lost his life at 27 years old, his life mattered to his wife, his kids, his mother, father, siblings. And we don't need to use him in our argument, but he is a part of the argument of the marginalized, poor white people in the South. The reason why they can easily jump on the Trump train, trying to get something in this country. But that picture, that video was so horrific, it doesn't matter that he was white. It matters that he begged, cried, and pleaded, and he still got shot. That woman in the picture, there was no prostitute or anything like that. Because I told you that he was going into a hotel. That was his life. Who watched on the other side of that officer shoot her husband like a dog. So I have a lot of work to do today, but it was so important to me for my integrity and for honesty and truth and on behalf of Daniel Shavers' family, that his image does not get bastardized by me, because that is never going to be anything I would ever do. It was something about that video that was so horrific, and I kept wondering why I didn't see a picture. Because usually when you see something horrific like that, they show you a picture of them with something else. I didn't see a picture. So I knew his name. And I said, let me go and see who this man is. And when I saw that he was a white man, and it did not change my opinion about defunding the police. Again, we're not talking about just saying that we don't need people to protect and serve the community. This man had a pellet gun that he used at work to shoot pigeons that used to get into the attic. It was one of their, and you know, it's the South. They don't, you know, they ain't worrying about Peter. They shoot birds, pigeons, everything. But it was a pellet gun that he did not have on his person, that a cleaning woman saw in the room that he lived in and didn't call the police. Does my anger minimize? No. But his life mattered. And because I posted his image, it's my obligation to tell you his life mattered. And it doesn't make any difference that he was white. He was just not part of my conversation, but I made him part of my conversation. So if I did that, I have to speak on it. Because see, I'm not a wishy-washy chick. I'm not a wishy-washy, you know, my fight is for all human rights. I just don't have enough for everybody. But because I put that man in my somebody, he is still somebody to me today. So I have to speak on it. I have to speak on watching a man plead, to do Simon Says, and beg in front of his wife for his life. And to add insult to injury to any white person that watches this video or says, you know, the white people says, you know, you guys may want to rethink that, you know, saying to defund the police. I want you as a white person, look up Daniel Shavers. Watch that man die like a dog in front of his wife. So I posted that picture with his 2 daughters to show you the human he was. He was a human being, shot down by the police. Ooh, they're so callous that the officer, who was also at the time 28, because he got on the force when he was, I think, 21, and he only needed 2 more years to get a pension, was temporarily rehired by the same police department so that he could put in his 2 years for a pension. So you can make an agreement afterwards to assure that he at least gets his pension to come back after you watch the murderer. I don't care that he got it not guilty. Because to me and every last one of you, we saw the same damn thing. But he's just a marginalized, poor white man in Arizona. But his life mattered. And since I brought it up, it's my job, opportunity, and my ethical values, my values for humanity, to say, Daniel Shavers, Arizona, age 26, died on January 2016 at the hands of one officer. More than 20 officers on the scene. One officer shot down like a dog. His life mattered. Talk to you later, fam. But that was so important for me to tell you, yeah, Daniel Shavers' life